All right. Hello, hello, everyone. It's May here with Crafting on a Budget. Wipe my desk off just a tad bit. I'm sorry for the wobbly camera. Guys, before I forget, Marianne is having a sale at Happy Paper People. So if you guys want to go grab some great bargains, by all means, go ahead and shop along. I do not mind. She's got a pop-up sale, so make sure you guys head on over there. Hi, Miss April. Hi, Young Sue. Hello, Facebook user. I can't see your name, so hello. Hi, Clint. So yes, Marianne is having a pop-up sale. If you guys want to grab some great deals, I do not mind if you go over there and you know, head on over there and support her. Let's see. I see my camera. I don't know, guys. It's taken me forever to get on here. Look at that. My camera is now acting weird. So let's see. Hey, Miss Patricia. I swear, I don't know if someone's hacked me or what, but this is like beyond. It's taken me forever to try to get something to understand on this computer and on YouTube and on Facebook. It's just the weirdest thing. Don't know what's going on. So I apologize. Possibility. You know, the devil's a liar. I'm going to rebuke the devil in the name of Jesus, because the devil be gone. Be gone, be gone, be gone. Ain't not today. Not today, Satan. That's all I got to say. Oh, it was you, Michelle. Okay. Hey, Michelle. I don't know if you guys see me blurry. If you do, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if someone's hacked me, but I just had the hardest time getting on Facebook, YouTube to get anything to work. It kept saying my camera was being used, and I turned the computer off and on, and the cameras weren't even on. I don't know what's going on. All right. So I hope you guys did your homework. I certainly was kind of busy. Besides talking with my daughter on the phone and trying to get my boxes done, managed to do this much. And as we were discussing yesterday, guys, is it blurry or is it just me that's being paranoid thinking that I have cameras on that shouldn't be on? Love how much. Oh, thank you. Did you see Michelle Girly Girl? Hers looks really, really nice. I love the paper she used. I don't know what she used, but it's nice. What did you use, Michelle? It looks fine. I don't know. On my end, it looks really, really blurry. It's a bit blurry. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what's going on, guys. Like something is telling me that my camera. Hey, Stacy. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Judy. How are you, hon? Looks better. Okay, good. Okay. All right. So I hope you guys did your homework assignment. And I've certainly, between talking to my daughter today and so forth and so forth, this is how much I have done. So last night I painted, and I've actually got all the stuff done. So Michelle Girly Girl can get some of these molds for you guys. What she can't get is the paper clay, but you guys can go to Walmart and not Walmart, Hobby Lobby, and grab that paper clay. So there's box number 2. And on box number 3. Hello, Facebook user. And there's box number 3. Okay, so you can see what I did is I used my chalk paint. And what chalk paint I use, I love the folk art home decor chalk paint. I use this, and then I use a sandpaper to sand it down. And I even did the inside, but I might be covering in, oh, let me move my, this is the sandpaper I used. It is a fine 120 fine. I'm not sure if I got this at the Harbor Freight or where I got it, maybe Walmart. I don't know. Somebody probably knows. I'm not sure. You have painty fingers. That's good. Painty fingers is good. That means that you got some serious work going on in your desk. My hands are pretty dried up right now because this stuff dries my hands up. So I sanded it down, and then I took my molds. And basically, when you're working with the paper clay, you really don't want anything, don't need it too much so that it doesn't get too hot. And if it does get a little hot where you have a lot of the lights that I have, then go ahead and dust a little bit of cornstarch or flour on your mold to have a good release. But really, if your hands are that hot, maybe you want to try to do it in a really cool room where the AC is going on, not too much where it's going to dry it. I like the crackled appearance of it, so I don't mind. But I just kind of did the inside of all of them. I painted the inside, sanded them, yeah, dum, diddy, dum. Yes, thumbs up. Hey there. Can't even think. I was flustered with this internet, StreamYard, Facebook stuff. So I love, this is one of the things I like about the paper clay is that you get like little cracks in that. And so when you start to put all your other mediums on here and give it that rusty metal appearance to it, that kind of adds the character that gives it the life that makes it look like it's really metal. It's really rusty. So I really love that. Okay. So those are all my little boxes. Honestly, what I'm going to take now is I'm going to probably work. I'm going to show you the doll. I did go in with some matte Mod Podge and gave her another coat after I did that one coat. I gave her a third coat. So she's got 3 coats of the matte. Can I speak today? Can someone smack me and tell me to speak right? Oh, Michelle, she is gorgeous. Yes, Michelle is gorgeous. Michelle, did I miss what paper you used? That was the easy part. The rest is totally intimate. Oh, the rest totally intimidates me. No, I think you would do fabulous, Michelle. I've seen your work. You do fabulous work, girl. You got this. You got this. So these molds, like I said, Michelle, girly girl, and I don't know if she said what paper she used, but hers came out really nice. I love it. So these are the molds. Remember I said I was going to make the collar? So I used this. Of course, I had to go into a little bit cooler area. Here she is. I added it to the neck, as you can see. This was today's work that I was working on as I talked to my daughter. So that was today's work. With the, these aren't glued down. As you can see, these are not glued down. Reason being is that I want to make sure that, oops, this one is glued down, but these two are not, because I just kind of wanted to shape it in place where when I start to put down my laces, I'm not sure if I'm going to put the lace around or what. So I just want to kind of give it some kind of a shape there for now. You know what I mean? I want to shape it while it's still wet and damp. So if you plan to use the mold for her waist, then hey, Miss Carrie, how are you, hon? You want to make sure you shape it before it dries up. So when you put the laces on, I'll be able to remove this piece, apply my laces, and then maybe glue it on top. So that allows me that time to do that. And so let me show you the molds that I used. Of course, you saw that I used this mold. I can't remember, Michelle. The Botanical Typist Deco Paper. Oh, from Tim Holtz. Huh, that's nice. I don't think I've seen that one. You probably have, but and I probably own it, but that came out really nice, Michelle. It really did. So this is the redesign. Michelle can comment below if she can get this. This is the collar, and this is that little piece that I'm going to put right underneath her bosom. And then on top of her chest area, I have this piece here, right there. And this one is the Regal, and it is the item number 636425. Okay, thumbs up. Yes, absolutely. And then for the one box, I use this and the leaves. And this one is the Winter Bloom 643119. And then, of course, you see this one in the box, or it's on the box. We have that on the box and on the waist. And this is the Thornton Medallion 632281. And then on the smaller of the three stackables, I have some of these little roses and leaves. And this one is the Fragrant Roses 644901. And of course, this one, I'm not sure if you can find them, but Michelle's there and she can let you guys know if she can get these for you guys. Just let her know. She needs to know ahead of time if you guys are interested in these so she can get these for you. Just get with her. She's on the chat. Girly girl. All right. The next thing now that what I'm going to do, we're going to work with the one that's already dried. I'm going to work because these are just kind of still, as you can see where it's starting to dry because the color is a little bit different. The variance in color you can see. Yes to the Regal emblems. Yes to the Winter Blooms. Yes to Thornton. And yes to the Fragrant Roses. So if you guys are interested in those, Michelle, Girly Girl Creates Michelle H on the chat. Send her a message, contact her, and she can hook you up with the goods. She's got the goods. She's got the goods. Okay. All right. And we like the goods. And we like to support our sellers. All right. So here's the big one. Love the cracks. Love, love, love the cracks. Not quite yet 24 hours, but it's you can see the difference on there. It's already glued. So the gel medium actually worked great on it. And I was a little bit skeptical about that because in the past, whenever I use anything other than whenever I use anything other than, and I use the heavy body gel from the Finnabar, again, Michelle, I'm putting you on the spot. Whenever I use anything other than wood glue, it would not work. I've tried Fabri-Tac. I have tried Barely Art. I've tried it all. Nothing worked. It just would not work. And so I'm totally down now that I can actually use the heavy body gel for these pieces. It worked fabulous. So heavy body gel did the deed. I even tried 3D. The 3D did not work. So I like the way it looked. Came out great, and it's doing its job. Now, once you've painted in, I didn't give it a thick coat of chalk paint because I came in with my sandpaper and I sanded down. If you have a little bit of a hard time getting it to sand down, just wet it a little bit with a baby wipe and then go in with your sandpaper and just kind of rough it up a little. Typically, y'all know I love my grunge. That's my favorite kind of thing, but we're trying to keep it girly girl. As Michelle's name, girly girl. We're going to go girly girl today. Thank you, Miss Judy. All right, so I'm going to remove this lid and let's get to work on making this a little bit rusty. I'm not making the box rusty. I'm making the, what do you call that? So see, a little bit of dry brushing, a little bit of sanding gives it a nice vintage look. In the past, what I did is I would take some wax and then I would take some stain and then I would apply a little bit with a brush and then take a baby wipe and wipe off. And it gave it a nice vintagey look. But this time we're going different. So we're going to go with black gesso, not white gesso. We're going to go with black gesso. Reason being is I want this to look rusty as rusty can be. This here, okay? So let's move stuff around. Thank you, Michelle. So again, Michelle is our source for our art basics, if she has them in stock or if she can get them. The heavy body gel works great. And now we're going to do the heavy black gesso. If you don't want to use black, use white. I'm using black because I want to make it, I want that piece to look rusty, like metal, okay? That's entirely up to you. I'll leave that decision up to you guys. All right. My box looks kind of wonky. That's all right. It's going to be covered up anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to use, because of the intricacies around here, I'm just going to use this thin one. I don't want to get in too much into the white, but I do want a little bit of a shadow. So I'm going to use that thin one. And I bolt. Then I'll use a bigger one. Heavy black gesso, yes. Heavy body gel, yes. So Michelle, Girly Girl Creates, just confirmed that she can, in fact, get those for you guys. So please contact her. I would really appreciate it. We'd love to help our support our small sellers here. All right, so let's go in here. My eyes are down, so I'm not seeing the chat, so I do apologize. I want to go in the outsides of it just a tad bit. And remember, we're going to go in with the, with the burnt sienna liquid acrylic. Again, Michelle is our source. She's got the goods. We're going to go with tiger orange. We will use the avocado green because those are the color schemes that I've been posting in the group, and probably a little bit of the umber. We'll see. And then maybe a little black. We'll see. Okay. But these are fabulous, guys. I've had this for a year now. All you need is a little tiny drop. A little goes a long way. So if you watch any of my other videos where I've used it, you don't really need a whole lot. So that little bottle, even though you might think, wow, that's expensive for acrylic, it's not really an acrylic paint. I think it doesn't give you that flow of acrylic paint, but you have to work a little bit faster and you have to wet it down. I wet it down, dilute it a little bit. But it's totally worth the price. I absolutely love the product. gives you a fake rusty appearance. That's what you want to do. Totally, totally awesome, especially if you want to get into things like this. You don't necessarily have to be a mixed media artist, but give it that appearance of rust. That's what you need. Darla, or there, Michelle, I got my yummy package today from you. Super fast. Yes, Michelle is super fast. I bought from her before. And I just I got a book from her. Ooh, can't wait. I need to get my glasses. I gotta go get my glasses, guys. Let me get my glasses because I'm going cross-eyed here. You don't want to go cross-eyed. Eyes to see. I need my eyeballs. My eyeballs aren't connected to my face bone. Hey, Lourdes. Lourdes and I had we caught up. We hadn't talked for a while, and she gave my daughter some really good advice. Sometimes you have, your kids don't want to listen to you, but they'll listen to someone else. It's like, so she was giving my daughter really good advice today. Not that I give her bad advice. You know how that is. You guys know how. You guys are parents. Being a little bit cautious here. I'm not normally this cautious, but, I just got a message. Give me a second. Make sure it's not my daughter. Hey, Tina. How are you, hon? Nope, it's not my daughter. Yes, it was good. I think she needed that little chat session today that you gave her. We were on the phone for like forever. I forgot, we passed her. I know you said you had somewhere to go, and I'm like, oh my God, I felt bad when I got off. I'm like, oh my God, I hope she didn't miss that appointment. And I'm like, yeah, she must have forgotten her appointment. Sorry, you guys aren't seeing, but I need to get close because the old eyes plays tricks on me. So y'all just seeing the side of the box right now. Again, guys, Marianne is having her pop-up sale. You guys want to put 2 screens on, you're welcome to do so. And go support her. You can just, watch her, see what good she has, and just listen to me go on about my crazy shenanigans. I'm just painting this so you can watch her. The other ones I'll do off camera. I'll just do this one. And then on Sunday, we'll put laces on her. We'll dress her up because she's a little bit on the showing her goods. Showing goods. We don't want her to show too many goods, right? Not good. I get anxious. I want to hurry up. I want this project done. Do you guys ever get like that? You start a project and it's like, okay, when is this done? I'm over it. I'm impatient. That's why I can't quilt. Like, I love the idea of learning how to quilt, but I can't quilt because it takes too long. You know, it takes too long for me to sit down and quilt, cut down fabric. You want to get into those crevices. That's really, really important. You get bored with it. Yeah, me too. Very impatient. Yes, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I thought that, there's people that has like a lot of patience, especially like for fussy cutting. It's like, okay, I am so over this. What's the next project? And I really have a lot of projects that I've started and I've never finished because I get bored. I try to finish them, but you know how that goes. Y'all know how that is. We're all crafters here. We all envision ourselves, like I mentally envision myself doing so many projects, but then physically, mentally, it's in my mind, but it's not out. It's not done actually, but I kind of did it mentally. Tell Clint to finish thought. I would just stop with covering the dress form. Wait a minute. I combined two conversations in one. I tell Clint to finish projects, but I have at least 5 different ones going on. Oh my gosh, that sounds like me. I have already thought I will just stop with covering the dress form. Oh dear, that sounds like me. Like I saw her this morning. I'm like, okay, you look, you're naked. You need some clothes, but girlfriend, we need to hurry this up because girl here gets a little bored, and maybe you can stay like that. Like after I put the molds on, I'm like, maybe you can stay like that. So are you putting black gesso on that? Yes, I am. I'm putting black gesso, and then we're going to use the liquid acrylics and a little bit of rust effect as well, just to make it a little bit rusty. And you can use the white gesso if you don't want to be like this so careful like I am. Not that I'm being careful, but if you don't want to, I'm just going around those edges. And reason, someone might ask me, why didn't you paint it before you applied it? The reason being is that then I would have to wait for that paint to dry. I can't heat set it, right? Because then it will dry up my clay and I can't shape it onto the area. So it's easier if I glue it down and then paint it. So yeah, that's why I'm the backwards crafter. Someone might have a better way of doing it. This is just how I think in my mind it works. Hey, Miss Beverly. And then I was searching around, what do I want to put on this girl? I mean, she's really, seriously, she's naked. She needs something to cover up her bosom, And I found a top in my closet, and I'm like, okay, we could probably see about putting that on her because it's an easy dress, and I'm all about easy, easy sewing. An easy sewing project that maybe really doesn't know how to sew, but she can fake it till she makes it. That I can do. I can do that very well. So I'll show you guys here in a bit. But then I look at my top and I'm like, okay, I know you're old. I've had you for about 7 years almost. I can get rid of this top for sure. I haven't used it in probably 3 years. So I could probably be okay with getting rid of it, but it's so pretty. Plus, if you are like me, I put my mold on when it's fairly still wet so you can form it so whatever you're putting it on. Exactly. Yes, that's what I like. Yes, yes. Mold, that is. Yes. Yes, that's what I did. I actually, when it's wet, the paper clay is wet. And you can even with resin, you can, when it's in that heat, when you pour your resin and it starts to, do its fast curing, it gets hot. In that hot mold, you can remove it from your mold and you can kind of shape it because it's still soft and pliable. And so you can do that with your mold if you don't want to worry about the sculpting with the clay. I just kind of like the clay because it really does look a little bit more real than to me for the rusty effect that I like. It's my personal preference. I like that cracks. I love the cracks. It just gives it character. And when you start putting all your mediums in there, you can really see all that nice cracks in there. Were you working last night, Tina? Because I know you're a nurse. I was telling everyone my sister-in-law is a nurse in ER, or not ER, OR in Rock Springs. And that poor thing, they call her at all kinds of hours. She's on call when someone needs surgery or something. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not for me. Not my cup of tea. Definitely don't like the sight of blood either. I gotta pick it up, guys. All right, so yeah, that's why I don't want to like paint the clay before attaching it, because then it's gonna, one, you really want to shape it, and two, you don't want to put a heat gun when it's still wet, because then it's going to harden it up faster and you're not going to be able to shape it as well on your object. So it's easier if you attach it, shape it, attach, and then do your gesso masquerade shenanigans. My professional lingo. It was fun, Tina. I learned a lot. No, I just word out working from home now. Oh, you're working from home. May is a whiz at the mixed media. Oh, I'm not mixed. No, but thank you. No, but thank you, Tina. So are you like, one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to be intake. What do you call the not the, I guess the social workers, not the social workers. Wait a minute, it starts with a C. I can't think right now. My brain has been like kind of funky. I'm like the weather right now. Not the social worker. She's a nurse. She's got but she makes sure, like when I was into home health, I wanted to do, but then they told me I had to go to nursing school, and I was like, nope, ain't happening. Don't like blood. I don't like fluids, anything. That makes me gag. Can't do it. CNA, no, not the CNA. She's like, she's got a RN, and oh gosh, I had to report to them all the time. I went to the hospital to talk to patients that were going on home health. She releases patients to like home health and stuff like that. I can't think. Give me a bit. I might think about it later. It might come to me. I'm doing case management. There you go. It started with a C. I knew that. For Molina Healthcare. Oh. Hey, are they looking for marketers? I did home health and hospice. Is it for home health, or what is it? Is it a medical? I did home health and hospice marketing. I miss that. I miss marketing. I miss working with patients. Although I got too attached to patient, but I miss it. Case management. Yes, that's exactly it. But then they told me I had to get a nursing degree, and I was like, yeah, no. Girl, I can't even stand the sight of someone vomiting, let alone watching anybody's guts coming out or blood or, can't do it. How are you, Miss April? All right. I could probably use a bigger brush if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I'm lazy, so why am I going to go dirty another brush when I already have one? It's already got black gesso on it. I'm well. I hope you are. Oh, yes, I'm doing really good. Although I can use a cup of ice right about now. It kind of calms my nerves. I don't know what it is about ice. Calms my nerves. It's been raining like crazy here. So, Michelle, are you the one that sends the patients to home health and hospice, determine whether or not, they'll be a good fit for home health and hospice? Not Michelle, Tina, sorry. Okay, so make sure you get all into little crevices. And for that, you probably need a good, I suggest always use your cheap brushes. I never get good brushes, spend a lot of money on paint brushes because one, I'll be honest. Let's be honest here. I forget I forget it in the water. And then I come back and the wood's all damaged and like, yeah. That's why I don't spend a lot of money on paintbrushes. Like when Prima came out with their little paintbrushes, yeah, I got all the Prima paintbrushes, and then somebody forgot to remove it out of the water. And yeah, that paintbrush, the wood expands and starts to crack, and yeah. If you happen to get into the white, that's okay because it's going to get some rusty stuff on here soon. And it's going to get a transformation of its lifetime. And then that black just kind of gives it a nice little off shadow effect as well. Looks like a hot mess, right? Hot mess. Are you guys in the chat? Are we by ourselves here? Are you guys concentrating on your decoupage? Where's Miss Patricia? Where are you, Miss Patricia? How far along are you? Young Sue, are you following along? I got to do my Young Sue. Where are you? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put it that way in the water. Grab yourself a spray bottle or something. You're doing your molds. I hear people hint, hint, May Larson holds her breath when she's doing molds. Hint, hint, May Larson does that. I hear. I always see the little white spots. That's why I like the black gesso, because I can see any little spots I may have missed. That, it gives it good coverage. You're putting a second coat of Mod Podge. Yes. You're back. You're back, Lourdes. I'm going to get it thinner because I see some little areas. I see some little tiny intricate areas that I may not be able to get it. So I need to get in with a thinner brush. Did you guys see the mold from Lady Vagabond and Sir Vagabond? Oh my gosh, I got it. Oh my gosh. That is a nice mold, and I can't wait to make something with it. I just can't wait. Nice mold. Talk about nice. It's so nice. It's so sexy. You have to describe your molds as sexy, and I describe that mold as absolutely sexy. Totally a must-have. The only thing I don't like about this, what I love about the Prima molds is that they're silicone, a rubber silicone, so it makes it easier when you're removing it off the mold. Whereas the Stamperia molds, they're not the same material, and it makes it really hard when pouring your resin. You can't use clay. It's not. I've tried. It's not. Mm-mm. Oh, you're gonna love it. Hey, hold up. You just opened up. You just opened up. Hold up, Tina. Wait till you see this. You're gonna be like, oh, I need this. Where have you been all my life? No, just kidding. Let me get a piece of paper, black paper. All right, let's set that aside for a bit. Isn't he lovely? The Mache molds. And they just came out with 8 new ones, not counting the Vagabond. What? They have a Vagabond one too? Lord, today is a day of matters of the heart. For sure. My son's friend is heartbroken, and my son is singing songs and badly. Right now, Titanic is playing. It sounds like the moose is being tortured. Look. Isn't that nice? That is so stinking. The only thing that I say about these is that when you're pouring, you can't really use clay. It's harder to shape it because it's not as sturdy as you would with these molds. See the difference where this is just a lot, it lays flat and you can shape it with whatever, whether you're using clay or resin. This one here, it's flimsy. See that? So it doesn't, yeah, doesn't do well with clay. But look at Lady Vagabond. She is even more cuter. She's got suitcases, books, a cat with a hat. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? That's Lady. I love the suitcase. The bookcase. It's pretty. And then I got this one. I love the light bulbs. This is so beautiful. The light bulbs is so cool. I'm not a fan of the owl. I like owls, but I'm not a fan of, I don't know. I'm still not sure about the owl, but I do like everything else. A steampunk owl. I guess I could do something like with a steampunk. Let's see. Hey, Miss Sandy. The Lady Vagabond mold is nice. Yes, I love it too. Yes, and you blame Tina for the last Sir collection. Yes. Why did she give a recommendation on it? Because I know Tammy gave a recommendation on their Sir the Stamperia Horse collection. And thanks for the hearts, guys. Appreciate the hearts. Hearts are very welcome and much appreciate. Must. One of these days, I'm going to learn how to speak English the proper way and not Spanglish, and very much appreciated. I'm going to blame my glasses because they slip down my nose and then it kind of holds me back from talking right. Bev, Bev is just like me. If there's more than one thing with the collection, it has to have all of it. Hey, Nettie! ¿Cómo está, Nettie? Whoop, whoop. Nettie's here. I like the whole collection. If it's a nice collection, I have to have the whole collection too. Absolutely. I totally agree. You got to have the whole collection, you know? You just got to. It's important. The whole collection is totally very important. It's like you can't have cake without the icings. If you have a piece of cake, it has to have icing. You can't have red velvet without cream cheese icing, right? You just gotta. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Wait, that's not water. You don't even want to know what that is. Where's my spray bottle? I know I got a spray bottle. I know I got a spray bottle. Where did you go? Where did you go? Do 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 do. Remember I told you guys can get these Tim Holtz bottles, the spray bottles. And I put a little bit of drops of the liquid acrylics with water. Like this is the carmine. And I use it for even spraying down. This one's the blue teal one. Of course, my water and coffee. All right, we're going to go with the burnt sienna. Just a little bit. Water. And I have to use old paintbrushes for this. Really, I do. That stuff kills your paintbrushes. I'm going to have to use a new one because I don't know where it goes. All right. And you can spray it right in. I'm going right on the borders, right here on the border. And then every now and then I'm going to squirt it with the water to give it that, you know, that rust oxidized look. And you start seeing the oxidized look there. So that's what we're doing. Can someone tell me, is there a difference between a high flow and liquid flow, other than the fluidity? Not sure. Not sure. I think the high flow, you have to have some of that, what do you call that thing that you use to, I just have some here. Where the heck did it go? Some of this stuff, the medium, the liquid medium to get it to flow. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure really. Maybe we can ask, does anybody know? Anybody want to research it and let us know, inform us? This stuff dries up really fast. That's why you have to kind of work with, see that? You see how it's the colors blending out, spreading out. Yes, Google it and let us know. Michelle, what's the difference between a liquid and a high flow? Honestly, I'm not sure. You know, I say these are like an acrylic paint. I wouldn't like, I don't know. I don't know what's in these things, but this is like crack for me. Or loads of stuff. I do. All right, I'm like concentrating on the spread of this, so I'm not even looking at the chat. So let's see. Big difference is a big difference. So you guys must have been Googling the same thing. Is that what you guys did? You guys. Hold on a second, guys. I don't want this acrylic to dry up on me because this stuff seems to dry up pretty fast. This is where I don't breathe. And I'm like, don't breathe, May. Don't breathe. Don't breathe, girl. Hold it in. I only eat cake at parties. What? What? My daughter's birthday. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow your daughter turns 20. She's a 2001 baby like my son. We got to sing to her happy birthday tomorrow. You don't eat cake. Letty, I thought I liked you. Letty, come on, girl. Come on. Thought I liked you, Letty. I love cake. That's my weakness. Like I can have cake all the time. If I can get away with it and not go to my waist or my booty, I would have cake all the time. Like right now, I can have a red velvet cake or a cheesecake. Oh my heavens, and I would be in heaven right about now. This is where I take my little time. My precious, my precious. And notice I don't put too much on my little palette here because it does tend to dry up pretty fast. I don't want to waste this stuff because, you know, we don't ever want to waste products. So just put a little drop and just keep going slowly. Because seriously, a little goes a long way with this liquid acrylic. And you don't want to waste it since it's not the cheapest thing out there, but it is the greatest thing, I think, in my book, in my personal opinion. I don't know. I'm getting notification and I'm not sure if my daughter is calling me. So if she does call me, I will have to mute myself. Lourdes, I think we cracked it. I think we may have cracked. I think we did. I hope so. I pray so. Again, I'm not looking at the chat, guys. I apologize. I apologize. You want to get down here on underneath as best as you can, because it kind of gives that rust effect that we're shooting for. And you'll see where the white is that you want to go in there and kind of, you know, camouflage the white. The best that you can. I don't know why I just got a song in my head. It's okay. We're here watching your detail this. I love, oh my God, tres leches. Yes, I love tres leches cake. Oh, yes. That's one of my favorites too. Tres leche, cheesecake, and red velvet. But I will have to say, out of all three, between the three, tres leche, red velvet, and cheesecake, which do you guys think is my ultimate favorite? Which, look, you see how that spread out? I love the rustiness. Again, you guys can, you can choose to bypass that. That's my personal preference. What you guys think is my favorite? Now I'm going to go in here. Cheesecake, you think? You think cheesecake is my favorite? Sure about that one? Red velvet. You guys are right. Red velvet. That'll be it. I can gain all the weight in the world with that, and I will not. I'd be like, all right, bring it on. Second piece, please. Second piece. Serve it. I won't be ashamed. Second, third, if I could fill it in. If I can eat a whole one, I probably would, because I just love it. So scrumptious. Now I want a piece. See what I did to myself? Now I want another piece. I'm going to dry this up. Well, we're alike. I love cheesecake and hate red velvet. Haha, I guess we're not alike after all. Ah, Nettie, come on. Gotta love. You gotta come to the dark side and have some red velvet. That's some good stuff. Come to the dark side, Nettie. Have some red velvet. Once you have it, I'm going to go in with orange, tiger orange. And I am going to go in with carmine. And I don't switch out my paintbrushes. I just blot it here and there. I don't use out my paintbrushes on this. I just don't. Just don't, guys. I just don't. Don't ask me why. I'm just too lazy to do that. You can't see the changes, but I can, and we'll see it better here in a bit. you'll start seeing the amazing transformation. Okay, I'm going to go with Carmine. Where are you, Carmine? Carmine. I love this one. It's my favorite. As you can see, I use a lot of it. I'm lousy at combining colors. I would have never thought of using colors together. A ver que sí, try it. All right, you want to get into those little crevices, remember? Are you guys watching Marianne? Make sure y'all over there checking out what has she got. See what she's got. Go in with my Carmine, and I go in here. Try to work a little fast here. I'm going to spray it here in a bit. Move some of that around. Try it with coffee, right? Letty, do you like coffee? Do you even like coffee? Better tell me you like coffee, because I like you, Nettie. You know, we got to bring you down to the, you know, we got to bring you down to our, Nettie, Nettie, no, she did not say she hates coffee. Guys, she said she hates, Bevy, you hear that? She doesn't like coffee. Oh my God, Nettie, you hurt my feelings. Now because of that, I'm going to have a coffee in your name, Letty. Where's Mr. Larson when I need a cup of coffee? Like, you gotta have coffee. Like, I can't function without my coffee. I gotta have at least 2 cups of coffee in the morning before I even have any brain activity. Like, seriously. There's no brain cells in the brain unless I have my coffee. None. Nada. I will, hon. I will. I will do that. No brain cells. It does not function. Reactivate it with a little bit of water in there. You see that? Before it dries up. If it dries up on your glass, you're probably going to use some. This got a little bit of a feel to, I'll tell you what it feels like at times, like alcohol inks. Because of the way it dries up. It's very hard to clean up. You see that? It kind of gets really, not your typical acrylic. I'm going back into the outside little edges because we definitely want it to look like it's been rusty somewhere along the line. Something happened to cause it to become oxidized. And oh, darling. Oh, darling. Give me a second. Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia pa' mi ti, ahí arriba y arriba. Ahí arriba y arriba, por mi seré, por mi seré, por mi seré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Ba, ba, bam, bam. Ba, ba, bam, bam. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. You're singing with me? Is anyone else working with me? Does anybody want to come on the panel? Keep me entertained. I need someone to entertain me. Last night I dreamt with somebody. Oh, thank you, Miss Carrie. Warm winds carried on the sea. He called to me. I pray that the days will last. They went so fast. Y'all can't see it, but I can. Look at that. Look at that. This is where Ay, se me olvidaron las palabras. ¿Viste? That's why I'll never be a good singer because I would forget the lyrics in 2.5 seconds. All right, avocado green. I prayed that the days would last. They went so fast. Tropical, the island breeze. This is where my La Isla Bonita. And when the samba played. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I wanted to get some of my metallic rubs because we're gonna Spanish lullaby. The Spanish lullaby. Last night I was in in 8th grade when that came out. Last night I dreamt with San Pedro. Warm winds carried on the breeze. He called to me. Me dijo te amo. Something like that. I prayed that the days will last. They went so fast. And how hard it gets, it becomes like almost like, look at that, like alcohol ink stuff. That's why I said this is not acrylic. There is something else about it, but it is not acrylic. I'm not complaining because I love this stuff. I'm not complaining. La, 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 la. There we go. Wait a minute. Pan dulce. There. Oh, see, I was about to sing it. There we go. Singing do I dee 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 dum dee dee doo. Singing do I dee 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 dum dee dee doo. You look good. You look good. You can't see the difference on camera, but you will here in a minute. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We're going to use some rub rush rich copper because I want it to look a little bit rusty. And just gently, gently. Do 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 do. Bingo, ahora, I'm sorry. I was speaking all Spanish. I got to get one of my little brushes. Maybe I can do it with this. Probably not. Hold on a second. I got to get one of my bristle brushes. Rosa, qué maravillosa, qué maravillosa. Rosa, rosa, qué maravillosa, rosa. These help you get into the little crevices. The neat thing about these is you can, well, not the neat thing, but what you can do is wash the brush with soap and it gets in right in those little crevices and the little areas that are a little bit hard to get into. This kind of gives it a little bit. I do put a little this on after I do the the liquids because it has a bit of a resistance at times where it makes it harder. Yes, give me a thumbs up. You know, thumbs up are very, very appreciated. All right, now I'm going to go in. Let's see, what else shall I do? Because I like, y'all know, I do like it grungy. but I don't want the whole project to be grungy. Does that make sense? Like I like grungy, but I don't want the whole project to be grungy. We're going to go with the patina blue. Back can see the chat now. Bevy, Carrie, Nettie, Nina, Tina, Michelle, April, Dare, Clint. Hello. You must have missed a lot. So yes, just wash these with soapy water. And it'll get the colors out. And what I do is I just kind of dab it on my wrist because I don't want to go right smack in there. This is the patina. I just go into certain areas, not all of it. Qué maravillosa, qué maravillosa rosa. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I don't know about y'all, but I like it. Do, do. Dun, do, do, dun, dun. Dun, do, do, dun, dun. Dun, do, do, dun, do, 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 dun. Dun, do, do, dun, dun. Dun, do, do, dun, dun. We'll just go in certain areas, kind of blot it on my finger. So I'm not going right in and just, you don't want a lot, just a little. Thank you. I've always found that, you know, your fingers it leaves like a little good texture in it. And I love the finger, being able to use my fingers to, because it leaves a nice little marking textures on it. And I just love that. I like it. I like it like that. Like it like that. Remember, these are waxy. So, all right. Ooh, baby, I like it like that. I like it like that. We're gonna go with a little bit of silver. What do I want? Yeah, we're gonna go with old. We're gonna go with old silver. I'm just gonna go on my finger, and right after the blue patina, we're just gonna accent some of these little areas. Thank you, thank you. And pick up some just like highlight accent areas. And Thank you, Miss April. All right. That was old silver. I do a mixture of different little things here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of white, old white. Just to accent some areas and provide a bit of a contrast here. Thing about this is that you can play around until you get that perfect look that you're looking for. I'm going to go in with one of my brushes here with this white. And just blot it on my wrist. You guys are too quiet. What's up with that? So quiet. I'm not used to quiet. All right. Now back with the copper. And you can heat set this. I like to heat set it so it kind of bakes into the object. We're going back in here, bring out that copper again. I know it's like a lot of little steps, but you know, every little one of these is going to have its unique little appearance. You're still working on, you're concentrating. You're concentrating on me? Don't do that, miss. I'm a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Two scoops of crazy and a 20 million scoops of cuckoo cachoo. That's what I am. All right. It's all about how you feel about your object. And sorry about that little drop my brush, not pen. How do you feel about the object that you're working on, you know? We can all say a little goes a long way. But again, it's all about your personal preference of how you like it. Where's my blue patina? Gotta give this lady props because you have to have a vision and patience to work with these molds and bring them to life. Thank you. All right, and there we go. We're going to go back in with the blue patina and just kind of grab. I just go into certain areas and blot with my fingers a little. It's mesmerizing watching you make that come to life. Oh, thank you. Plasta, that you know what? You know what she's saying? Hers would look up plasta, meaning a pile of you know what. Caca. No, it wouldn't. I've seen your work, Lourdes. I've seen your work, girl. All right. Now, okay. There it is. Oh, I got finger marks up here. Look at that. I guess it wanted to make its little personal appearance of blue up there. Didn't really mean for that, but hey, all right, we'll go for it. Got a little bit of blue in there, which is all right. That was not really meant, but you know, it looks good. Looks good. All right. I'm going to go back in. You're going to think, she's crazy. She doesn't know what she's doing. I do know what I'm doing. I'm going to wash my brushes. I do wash those because they do cost money. Now, Michelle can probably get these. These are wonderful. Like, guys, these are awesome. These are also the Art Basics from Finnabar collection. These are must-have when you're working with your waxes. I love these because you can get into the little tiny intricate areas that you can't get with your fingers. I normally like to use my fingers because fingers have a natural texture to it with the fingerprints, you know. But when you're into some intricate little places, these get in there. But you can wash them with soapy water, which is what I do. I do take care of these because these do cost money, and you know, I do like to take care of these. Michelle, I'm sure, can get you those. They're wonderful. And those are from Finnabar's collection. Go back in here. Finnabar is awesome. Yes, they are available. So if you guys want those, they were sold out last year, and I know some of you guys had asked me for them, but they could not get their suppliers to get those in. So if you're interested in having these finally, because they're in stock. I know last year we could not get them in. And the little bit that I had, we sold out really fast. But Michelle is nice enough to be able to get those for you guys. So get these because these are awesome. All right. Do I want a little bit? Yes, I do. Yes, May, you do. You really, really, honestly do. So let's go. All right. Now you're going to think I'm crazy. You're going to be like, again, you're going to mess with these? Okay, we're going to go with the carmine. Guys, what did I do with that little brush? Oh my gosh, I dipped it in there, didn't I? I sure did. All right, that's all right. I'll grab another one. This one kind of makes a little bit of a resistance with the wax. You can start seeing some of this wonders of rustiness. I have to point it down on me, guys. Otherwise, I'm not going to get my rust effect like I want it. And you see how it's starting to come out with the carmine? This is just the carmine. And the wax has, it'll give it a little bit of a resistance. But I love the effect it gives. I gotta stand up now because y'all can't see and I can't either. All right. You want a little pointy bristle brush. Oh, you guys know who's having a sale tomorrow? Sarita's having a sale too tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget, we're having a sale. Duh. I totally forgot that. I promote everybody else but me. And Bevy, myself, and Nettie are having a sale tomorrow. And I hope you guys come and support not only me, but the ladies as well. See that? The waxes kind of gives it a bit of a resistance, but I love that. Look at that. Carmine. The goal that I was shooting for is something rusty. You know, that's what I was shooting. Everything else can be shabby chic, but I really didn't want something that looks brand new. I think I got to replace this bottle. My spray bottle from Timmy is starting to have its lifespan cut short. See the difference between this half? Okay, I guess you guys can see that. See the difference between this half? Let's try it again. See the difference between, go down, 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 down. Hey, Amanda. See the difference between this half and this half? This one didn't have that vibrance pop. And the moment I put that carmine on top, even though I had already done it before, I put a base coat underneath the gesso and then I put my wax. It kind of has a little bit of a resistance, but it goes in right at, it sits right where I want it to sit. But it definitely, you can see the huge difference. Can you see that? You see that? High to L's, yes, big difference. Yeah, it is a big difference. It looks, you can definitely see the rusty effect. And I haven't even gotten down here actually, which I will, but you can actually see how much rustier this one looks compared to this one. So, you know, there's always a rhyme or reason as to why we do things a certain way. And sometimes I say I'm the backwards crafter, but after, you know, experimenting with this stuff for a bit, you realize I like the way it works this way and not that way. So I like this here. This is what I like. You know, it looks grungy and rusty, but not tacky. Kind of sits like on top. The bottle's not helping me. It's a huge difference if you're going for, you know, like a rusty effect. If not, you can just, you know, if you don't want to do this, you can just put your mold down and put your gesso and then go in with a little bit of the waxes and just rub it in. You can do it that way as well. You don't have to do it this way. I just preferred to have a bit of a rust effect in there to make it look like it's metal. Metal versus clay. Kind of helps. And I actually like my blue fingers, my palms hitting that blue right there. It hit perfectly. Very perfect. Let's see, it kind of sits right on top. And so we're going to heat set it to kind of bake it in. Love how focused May is with her work. I'm very peaceful watching the process of making. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Nettie. You're so sweet. Bam, I love it. Talk about, I love it. All right. Once you're happy and content and you're like, yeah, that's it. That's what I want. Go ahead and heat set it. Good night, Miss April. Thank you, Miss April. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate it. All right. Now, this is where you decide, is that enough rust for you? Do you want more rust? And if you want more rust, then there's a wonderful thing by Prima. Again, Michelle can get it for you. These are the Prima Rust Effects. They're wonderful, rusty little elements that you can create nice rust effects with these. And they have them in different colors. Let me see if I got the reddish kind or the brown kind. I probably don't here. And I'm not going to go dig for them. So if I don't have it, here's the brown rust. So we might use the brown. And which one's this one? The red rust. We're going to probably go with the brown rust and the red rust. Okay. Red rust. This has like a sandy, gritty texture to it. Again, you want to use old paintbrushes, guys. Don't use anything that is like, don't use any good paintbrushes. You got expensive, sorry, I'm talking down because I'm looking for something that's old. If you have expensive paintbrushes, don't use that. Why you don't want to use your good paintbrushes? Because they get beat up with this stuff. So see, that one's like kind of grody. That's what I'm going to use because this stuff gets, and if it gets hard, what you can do is you can put a little bit of glue in there to kind of reactivate it. Good night, Tina. Good night, good night. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. All right, there's the red, just a little bit here and there. I'm going to go in with the yellow rust, make it pop a little. I'm not even going to change my paintbrush, just a little bit. Get a color contrast there. That's a bit too big of a brush. Hold on. I haven't slept well. I had no naps. I'm going to make sure I sleep well tonight for sure. Sale. Would hate to be tired. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be tired for your sale. I was going to ask you, did you get your stuff prepped up? I know I didn't. I did not. I did not. I'm not ready. But I figured that you and Bevy can go on, and then I'll jump in, and then, y'all can go first. I'll moderate for you guys, and then I'll jump in. I'm not ready, to be honest. I'm not. I'm the hostess, but I'm not ready. That makes sense? The hostess with the mostest is not ready. I'm going to go with my blue patina. And just tap it in certain areas. And go in with a little bit of white. Clean your desk area. Things are sorted. This is the white. I didn't even ask Bevy. Bevy, are you ready for tomorrow? Are you ready to rumble? All right. When you're ready and you think you got it, and then you are okay, I'm going to put a little bit more of this here. And then then you're ready to call it a quit-so on this. And where have we? We've been here for an hour and 53 minutes. I think we got it in one. And good timing. Good timing. We got one hat box done. Go back in with the carmine. What's left here on my desktop. I actually love the carmine. It's one of my favorites. I like it more. I really do. Really, really do. You're not ready? That makes two of us. I'll get ready tomorrow. We're not on until 6 o'clock. So it's going to be tomorrow night, starting at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific Standard Time on this channel. And it's 3 sellers. And, I don't even know. I don't know what they're selling. They don't know what I'm selling. So it's all a surprise. It really is. The ball of surprise. All right, guys. What do you guys think? What you think? That's box number 1. I'll work on box number 2 and 3 off camera. Like I said, if you don't want to do the waxes or the liquid acrylics or the rust effect, what you can do is go ahead and paint your mold down. Take some of a wax and rub it on. that's all you probably need to do. But because I preferred rusty to make it look like it's metal, this is the effect I wanted. So everyone's going to have it differently, but this is the preference I preferred on mine. Okay. Are you going to paint around the mold of the box? No, no. If anything, that's about it. I do like the little touch of blue up here. I might take that and carry it on to my other ones. But that's pretty much it that I'm doing for this box. And it's gonna look like I might take some burlap, hemp, not burlap, some twine hemp, and get it into some of the carmine, make it look rusty, and maybe tie a bit down. But I think that's it. That'll do it for me. I love the look. It looks old for me, like an old box. So I think that's gonna about do it for me on this piece here. And I think all my other ones are gonna look the same. But like I said, if this is not the look you want, if you don't want it to look rusty, you don't have to. Just put your mold down, put some gesso, and if you do have any type of wax, rub it on. If you have gold wax, silver wax, copper wax, whatever wax you have, do it. And if you don't have wax, I do have a video tutorial on how to make your own wax with beeswax. You can do it that way. Or just paint it the color you want. So, put your gesso down and paint whatever color you want your mold to be. That's just as simple as it can be. The difference is that when you do use your waxes, it kind of highlights and brings out the little intricate designs of the mold. And it also, with all the cracks from the clay, it goes in there. I don't know if you can see that right here. Let me zoom in a little. Right here, you see that crack right there? That crack actually looks like rust. And you can't get that with resin. I mean, you could if you try it a little bit harder, but you can't get it with just plain simple paint. If I was to slap paint on that and leave it just like that and call it a day, it would just look one-dimensional. But this kind of makes it pop out, makes it that 3D dimensional effect. Yeah, the bit of patina gave that nice touch to it. So yeah, so that's it for this hat box. The others will be done the same way, and then Sunday, by the time we meet on Sunday, I will have all 3 of my boxes done. And like I'm trying to turn this lid because I know it's backwards and it's going to drive me crazy. And then we'll just put the laces on Sunday on her. I'll put that down. Let's put these away so I can clean up after myself, guys. Okay. Right, clean up. It's part of the job. Where did she go? Oh. So, as you can see how she's slowly drying up in the areas. But as I was saying, we're going to put some laces and other pieces on her. I might just to see, that's why I think that this is actually, these liquids have to be some type of alcohol based thing, just because of how it comes out. I'll be curious to see what it's made out of. I've never really checked. I was just curious, like, why does it dry like that? And if it's on your like paint palettes, Man, that thing is hard to remove. But with alcohol, you can remove it. Okay. Cleanup time. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so let me show you the fabric that I was, not fabric, a shirt. Let me clean my mess up because I don't want to. As you can see, it's kind of starting to get, she's old, but she's starting to discolor a little because she's old. But I thought, I love, you know, the mesh and all the prettiness on it. And I thought, if I can just save, because I love the sleeves, look at the sleeves. Let me dress her up so you guys can see what I envision. This is where I wish I had the Dressform in a, what do you call that? I haven't worn in such a long time. This is where I wished I had, but see how it's starting to discolor. If I'm not starting to get, it's 7 years old. What can I say? If I thought about it, I haven't put down, remember, I have not glued her waist in. Her waist and this little bodice piece is not glued down. So if I brought this down, I always find something. If you look at the original, it was just a piece of an old bodice that I used. And just, if I moved her up like that, and we'll talk more about this on Sunday, but, you know, I can see that plate piece there. If I bring out the clay and I place it on top of her, and then this here, I could probably bring it up a little bit or maybe stitch it up somehow or another, but I'm liking that. And then I was thinking, because we wanted it pink, you know, we got to have a little bit of pink in here. I have these pieces that I had from when I had the store. And so some of you guys may have gotten it from me, so we can even start decorating her like that. And I'm just like, I'm floored. Like, this is going to be the part that I absolutely am going to be in love with, figuring this all out. Isn't that going to be darling? What do you guys think? And then part 3 will be starting our album. Isn't that great? Love it. Yeah. So check around your, like I said, check around your closet. You might have something that you can use. Another thing that I thought about, oops, sorry, making noises, is I had picked this one up at, last year during the pandemic. Walmart had this for $2, for $2, guys. And I picked up 2 of these. Eric, I was about to pick a third, the last third, and Eric, no, I picked up one. And then I wanted to pick the second one, and Eric's like, you don't need that. And so we're in the middle of a pandemic. You don't need that. So I was thinking about that. And then I had this, and I thought, oh, such luscious laces, you know. So this is going to be awesome on Sunday. I haven't really worked a lot with laces in a while. So see, this has a little bit of stain there. That's why I haven't worn it. See that? And up here, that's why. So that's why it needs to go. You pulled those out as well. Awesome. See, so I know you bought those appliques, so it's going to work out great. Yeah. Can't wait. So Sunday, Y'all have to come out here and let's see what we create together. Like I said, I have not glued these down, but I did surely shaped it up so that when I decide to attach her and this on the outside, I can. So this is glued down, this is glued down, but these two pieces are not glued down. So look around your closet. You might be surprised. You might find something that you can work with her. All right, my friends, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I can't wait to see what you guys have come up with your hat boxes. Post pictures in the group. I love to see what you guys come up with, okay? And I love what Michelle's done. She did an awesome job. Miss Patricia, post some pictures. I like to see what you got. Let's see. Let's see the pictures, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Oh, actually, I'll see you guys tomorrow here. Again, don't forget gesso, heavy gesso, heavy body gel, the molds. You can get those from Michelle. Girly Girl Creates Michelle H. And I'm not sure. She probably told me this already. Yes, the neckline is fabulous. Thank you. The liquid acrylic, I think she said she can get those. And also Rust Effects, I'm not sure if she can get those. But if you have any questions at all about the products I used today, Michelle, Girly Girl Creates, is an approved seller in our group. Contact her. Let her know what you're looking for. And I'm sure she can help you out with that. Just make sure that you come through and pay the lady, because, you know, that's very important. Although I know you guys are good about that. See you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as Beverly Crafty Plans and Nettie Royal G will be on my channel selling some of their wonderful products that they have in their craft room. So thank you again. Yes, on the acrylics, Rust Effects, and paste. There you go. So Michelle, Girly Girl Creates, is your source to be able to get the supplies that I use to get that rusty effect on that mold piece. So guys, again, see you on Sunday. Bye. Oh, don't forget to smack the thumbs up and leave a comment.